So Deontay Wilder says he's gonna be fighting in January. Who's man gonna be fighting? A lot of names banded around. People are talking. Is it gonna be AJ? Is he gonna fight Makhmudov? Makhmudov obviously beat Dave Allen, so we don't know who Makhmudov's gonna be fighting. Is he gonna fight Andy Ruiz? We don't know what's gonna happen with that. Martin Bakoli, senior man from Congo, bro. What's gonna happen there? And yeah, a lot of names being banded around. So do I know Deontay? I can't remember who he was talking to. I think it was Neon actually, this YouTuber guy, like Deontay Wilder, putting his profile out there on the content creator scene. But yeah, a lot of names been bandied around. Usyk, AJ, Makhmudov, Andy Ruiz. He did that little face off with Andy Ruiz at the Terence Crawford fight. So, definitely gonna put that one out there in terms of sort of a like US based mega clash. That's one in terms of names. I don't know about the stock right now, but the names, Ruiz, Wilder, something that could get going. But Martin Bakoli as well, that's another one. But yeah, I don't know where should Deontay Wilder go now, because it's difficult for him, because it's like Deontay's position is like he ain't got no good wins of late, but he's still Deontay Wilder. Like he's still got the name. A lot of people run around saying Wilder's not good. Wilder's like he's finished. But then when you see his name on the banner, main event against any of these guys listed, people gonna be interested, man. AJ Wilder now. People gonna be like, oh, it's over. It's a fight. Like even myself, I would say I wanted that fight like 8 years ago. When AJ was undefeated, Wilder was undefeated. Like when Wilder knocked out that Dominic Brazil, and then AJ came to America to fight Ruiz, where we were hoping he would just get him out of there so he can set up the mega clash. They left it too long, and both of them started getting beat. And it just became a long story. Fury Wilder went down the Fury route, had this whole trilogy, wasn't able to beat Tyson Fury. AJ lost to Andy Ruiz, and then all of a sudden things started unraveling, and now they're getting old. How old is Wilder now? 40? 39 years of age, and he's still talking about fighting Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua himself. They've been banding names around. I'm gonna make a video. I'll drop a video next about who Anthony Joshua should potentially or could potentially fight next. That's definitely one to do. But yeah, man, names been banded around for Deontay. Like name AJ Wilder been talked about for years. Wilder keeps saying, oh, it's gonna happen next. It's still a fight we're looking forward to, man. But then nothing's gonna happen. Even Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's always like, we'll definitely fight Deontay Wilder. We'll definitely be looking at Deontay. Deontay's a name, we've always been looking at fighting for a very long time. Nothing's happening, man. And AJ, we know AJ would really fight anybody. But yeah, nothing's really come of that. And it's, to be honest, doesn't have a history of having any promise. We were supposed to have the fight. Turkish wanted to make that fight. But then, Deontay Wilder lost to Joseph Parker. Fight didn't happen. They had another go around. It was just beat Zhang. Couldn't beat Zhang. Man, we can't really predict what's going to happen in that kind of, scenario. It's a tough one, man. But other names been banning out. Usyk, Usyk, I think Usyk said that he won't fight Moses Atama, He said he's not going to fight Atama. So if you're looking at paydays for Usyk, in terms of like names that people's going to show up for, because in the boxing world, we know like Deontay Wilder's not at his best, but the casuals, they still look at the name like Wilder like it's Deontay Wilder. So who's to say that that fight wouldn't generate public interest if it does come about? So Wilder Usyk could be a thing, if Turkey Al-Sheikh wants to make happen, especially if Wilder fights AJ, or if Wilder fights a person of note in January, like he's saying, and he knocks them out in devastating fashion. Who's to say Usyk won't fight him for a mega money fight? And then you've also got names like Makhmudov, who beat Dave Allen, big guy, tall guy, why not, Deontay Wilder fight Makhmudov? So that's another one that could happen too. Martin Bakoli. I don't know what Martin Bakoli doing, but definitely a fight that could happen potentially down the line. Martin Bakoli, someone that's willing to fly out. Man flew all the way from Congo, took flight, one day's notice, no sleep to fight Joseph Parker because the payday was paydaying. Who's to say Martin Bakoli won't fight Deontay Wilder? He will fight him, man. That's definitely somebody that who will take the fight, a mega money fight. Andy Ruiz, he just needs to get himself back on the scene. As long as the money's right, he'll fight Deontay Wilder. So for me, these are names, that strategically fights could happen. Usyk, AJ, Makhmudov, Andy Ruiz, Martin Bakoli. You know, these are fights that I think Deontay Wilder should be looking at. Could potentially happen, but will they happen? That's the question. You know, stranger things have happened, but let me see what you guys saying in the comments. Be sure to drop your comments in the comment section below. Like the video as well. Share the video on all platforms. You know, and stay locked into everything KO Boxing Vibes.